To create a catalog item, we have to navigate to maintain items. Just go to the personal development instance, go to maintain items. So in the maintain items, we have created one catalog item. Resignation form. Okay. Well, here we did discuss about variables, variable sets. In the variable sets, we did discuss about single row variable set. We did also discuss about multi-row variable set. And in the variable set, we have catalog UI policies that work only for catalog, that work only for variable set variables. And we did discuss about catalog UI policies on the catalog item level. And we have catalog client scripts at catalog item level. Okay. So you go to the variable set here. You go to the variable set here. In the variable set level, we have catalog UI policies, catalog client script. In the catalog item level, we have catalog UI policies and catalog client scripts. In the catalog item level, you have catalog UI policies and catalog client scripts. Okay. So suppose guys, suppose you wrote, let me do one thing. Let me click on try it here. It is multi-row variable set. Let me add a single row variable set. Okay. Suppose in this variable set, you wrote a UI policy. In this variable set, you wrote a UI policy to make a to make a location field mandatory. Okay. So create a UI policy the variable set level to make a location field mandatory. Okay. And create a UI policy at the catalog item level to make a uh, location field non-mandatory. Which one will be executed? Which one will be executed? Let me create one. Location mandatory. Location mandatory true. Okay, I am going to create a catalog UI policy to make it non-mandatory. Okay, location field mandatory false. Okay, as soon as I open the form now, first of all, which one will run? Which one is running? Using this UI policy, using variable set UI policy, you are making it mandatory, location mandatory. Okay, using this one, you are making it non-mandatory. Mandatory false. Let me inactivate this one. So variable set catalog UI policy has run. It has made mandatory. So first, what is running? Variable set catalog UI policy is running first. Then catalog item UI policy is running. Catalog item UI policy is running after the variable set catalog UI policy. Do you understand order of execution here, guys? Order of execution. Which one will run? If there are actually two things, um, catalog UI policies and variable set catalog UI policies and catalog item catalog UI policies. Yeah. So variable set executes first, then catalog item will run. Very good. Okay. So now we will understand this catalog item. This catalog item will appear under service catalog, and this is the category. This catalog item will appear under the service catalog, and this is the category. So go to the service portal. Go to the service portal and click on request something. Okay. If you scroll up here, request something. So looks like we have only one service catalog. Okay. Under the service catalog, what is the category we selected? We provided here. Under service catalog, services is the category. Okay. Under services category, so you have added this catalog item. So in under this category, you added this one. Okay. If you want to add this item, catalog item under multiple categories. What if you want to add it under hardware category, hardware mobiles category? Okay, if you want to add it under cables and adapters category. What if I want to add mobiles category? What if I want to add it under printers category? Okay, if I want to add this catalog item under different categories, what you can do is go to the catalog item, go to the categories, and you can just click on it here. Okay, printers. Cables and adapters. So likewise, you can add catalogs under catalog item under multiple categories. Okay, so that it will appear under multiple categories and catalogs. If you want to show this catalog item under different catalogs, different catalog, we have service catalog. Let me just click on edit here. We have service catalog and technical catalog. So I am just adding this catalog item under technical catalog as well. So when you add it under technical catalog, when you add it under technical catalog, what you have to do is you have to go to portals. Portals. Under service portal, you go to the portals and where you choose service portal SP. SP stands for service portal. Open the service portal, scroll down where you can see catalog. Only service catalog is there, right? You can just click on edit here, add technical catalog also to the right side. Okay, add technical catalog also to the right side. So that will appear here. Let me just go to the home and click on request something. So here you can see you have all service catalog and technical catalog. Under service catalog, under hardware section, under cables and adapters, you will be able to see resignation form item. Under printer section, you will be able to see resignation form. And also under services section, you will be able to see the resignation form. Okay. If you go to the technical catalog, okay, under technical catalog also you are able to see resignation form. Okay. And we have catalog data lookup definition. So we understand data lookup definitions concept. Do you remember that, guys? We understand data lookup definitions concept. Do you remember that? Yeah. So likewise, if you want to populate a field value, Okay. If you want to populate a field value, if you want to populate a variable value based on other variables, you will use catalog data lookup definitions. Catalog data lookup definitions. Okay. It is like data lookup rules. So if you want to populate a variable value based on other variables, you will use catalog data lookup definitions. Okay, we have related articles. So if there are any, is there any knowledge articles related to a particular catalog item, you can add those knowledge articles here. Related catalog items. So when you try purchasing a t-shirt in the Flipkart, it will show other related t-shirts, right? So similarly, if you want to show related catalog items to this catalog item, you can add those catalog items here. Okay. Assigned topic I did not use, guys. Okay. This assigned topic I did not use. Okay. So that is how you will design the catalog form. And we have some more settings here, portal settings. So when you open the catalog item here, when you open the catalog item, in the catalog item you have save as draft, add to cart, delivery time, quantity. These are appearing, right? I want to hide all of these things. I want to hide all of these things. Go to the catalog item, hide add to cart, hide quantity, hide delivery time, hide save as draft, and also there is an attachment option as well here. There is an attachment option here. If you want to hide this attachment icon as well, you can just hide attachment checkbox. So if you want to hide add to cart, this add to cart, which one? Yeah, add to cart. If you want to hide this delivery time, quantity, save as draft, and if you want to hide this attachment icon, then you can check this all these checkboxes so that it will be hidden. Instead of order, if you want to show the request name, if instead of order you want to show the request name, just to save this one. Now let me just refresh the catalog item. Now you don't see any save as draft. You don't see any valid to you don't see any valid to not valid to save as draft or add to cart or the quantity or delivery date. So here now you are able to see request option here. Request option here because in the portal settings we have selected request method as request. Earlier it was order. Okay, you can also use submit as well. Okay. And you want to show the attachment icon, and if you want to make it mandatory, you can click the checkbox, uncheck the checkbox, and click this checkbox, and it will attachment will become mandatory. Scroll down. The attachment is mandatory. Okay. Only when the attachment is attached, it will allow you to submit. Okay. Without attachment, it will not allow you to submit. Okay. Till this point, everybody is clear, right? Okay. And we'll go to pricing. Pricing, you don't have to consider about it. And picture, if you want to show the pictures for this particular catalog item, you can add the pictures here. Now we have come to the process engine. This is actually an important one. Process engine is actually an important one, guys. Okay. So this is where workflow concept, this is where flow designer concept will come into picture. Okay. So we will get started with the workflow concept. We'll get started with the workflow concept. Workflow is a set of activities. Workflow is a set of activities to automate the business process. Workflow is a set of activities to automate the business process. Workflow is a server-side script, guys. Server-side script. Where in the workflow you can use glide record, glide aggregate, glide daytime, glide schedule, glide duration, all server-related APIs you can use. You can use it in the workflow. Okay. Well, what am I doing is I am going to create a workflow, and that workflow I will attach here. I am going to create a workflow. Okay. I am going to create a workflow. That workflow I am going to attach here. That workflow I am going to attach here. To create a workflow, we have to go to workflow editor. The workflow editor, I am creating a new workflow here. This is called workflow canvas. Let me do one thing. Let me create a workflow. So remember this point. You can create workflow on any table. You can create workflow on any table. But when you are creating a workflow for catalog items, when you are creating a workflow for catalog items, you have to create a workflow on the requested item table. You have to create a workflow on the requested item table. Okay. Resignation form workflow. You can submit this one. Okay. Now we have created this workflow on the requested item table. On the requested item table, we have started creating this workflow. This is called workflow canvas, guys. This is begin activity. This is end activity. So here, when you create a workflow, there should be an beginning, there should be an ending here. Okay. So you can just click on this line and use backspace to remove this line. Click on the line and use backspace to remove this line. Well, in this workflow, I can use activities here. These are called workflow activities. Okay. These are workflow activities. Okay. We'll go to the catalog item and we'll go to the requested. We'll remove the variable set from the catalog item. We'll remove the variable set from the catalog item. This is how the variable, this is how the catalog form look like now. We have requested by resignation reason. Do you have offer from another company? And how is your experience working in this company? Okay. Personal emails, attached resignation email. Okay. So these catalog item values, these catalog item variable values like system administrator, like resignation reason, health reason, like do you have offer come from company? No. Okay. Then do you have experience working? How is your experience working in this company? Great. Email addresses. So these all values I can access into the workflow as well. Okay. If I want to access the catalog item variable values, in the workflow, I can access them here in the workflow. Okay. How to access them and all, I'll tell you. Okay. So first of all, the requested by is there, right? Requested by. Requested by is title is system administrator. Okay. So whenever employee trying to resign, employee has to submit this form. After submitting this form, if employee belongs to sales department, the approval should go to department head, that particular department head. Okay. If the employee belongs to um, HR department, the approval should go to HR department head. If the employee belongs to development department, the approval should go to development department head. Okay. So you guys are clear, right? Hello. So we have to send an approval to the manager. We have to send an approval to the manager. So very first thing, we in the workflow we have to check if the requested by has department or not. Go to the user administration. The user administration, is there any department empty records? Equal to null. So there are empty records as well. Okay, there are 150 records which are a department is empty. Okay. Now in the workflow, what am I writing is if the requester has department, if the requested by has department, the approval should go to concerned department head. Concerned department head. So very first thing we have to check if he has department or not. So then you have to use if activity. If activity. Okay. So here you can't check here in this condition because in the condition you can't access variables. In the condition you can't access variables here. Okay. You can only access catalog item. Sorry, you can access requested item field values here. As we have, as we are, let me just select here variables here. Mm. So requester has department or not. Requested by is okay. So here using this condition, it is not possible. So if it is not possible using this condition, then what I will do is I will advanced checkbox here. We will check the advanced checkbox here. So in the advanced checkbox, you can write to keep the condition. Okay, you can write the script to keep the condition. Okay. So you can access the catalog item variable values using current dot variables dot current dot variables dot requested by we can use dot walking concept here. We can use dot walking concept here. So requested by variable name you have to take here. Is the requested by variable. Requested by variable name you have to take. Requested underscore by. Requested by. It is a reference field, right? You can use dot requested by dot department not is equal to empty. Not is equal to empty means it will say yes, department is there. If there is no department, if there is no department, it will say no. It will go to else part. Okay. So if the requested by has department not empty means he has department. Okay. Then you will you are just keeping written true, written yes here, written no here. So when you have kept a written yes, written no, let me just see here. If it is written yes, it will go to this path. If it's a written no, it will go to this particular path. And let me just go to the condition. In the condition, what is the exactly it is written here? Activity dot result. Activity dot result is equal to yes. When it returns yes, this condition will go forward. Okay, this condition will go forward. If it is no, this condition will go forward. Okay, activity dot result is equal to no. This activity will go forward. Okay, and dot variables dot requested by dot department. Okay, just tag this line here. After that, I have to send approvals. Before I send approvals, okay, before I send approvals, I have to keep the approval state as requested. So then go to the approvals here, use approval action. This will keep the approval state. This will keep the approval state. Mark as requested. Mark task as requested. After requested, I have to send approval to the department heads, right? You can use approval user activity. So this approval user activity is used to send the approvals to the individual users. Okay. Send approval to department head. Okay. So here we have some scripting involved. So that is why what we will do is we don't use the static users. These are static users. Static users means same users. These are groups. So these are actually static groups. We don't use static users and static groups. We'll go to advanced. Okay. This is an important one. Answer dot push. Okay. If else if else if okay. Run dot variable start requested by dot department. Department is equal to okay. Then what we will do? We'll go to departments. If it is sales, take sales system ID. If department is equal to sales. Okay. So then what you will do? Okay, you have to send an approval to the department head, sales department head. Who is sales department head? Sales department head is this way, this guy. You'll take the system ID. You'll take the system ID. You'll put here. Okay. We'll take develop product management department system ID. Rob. So approval should go to Rob here. Okay. So take IT department system ID. David Lu. Take David Lu system ID. Okay. HR. System ID. You have to keep in the answer that guys. Whomever you want to send approval, you have to keep them in the answer that push. Okay. 5DF4. Finance. Go to workflow. Development. Customer support. Okay. then what happens if the requested by belongs to sales department, the approval will go to sales department head. Okay, sales department head. Once the department head approves, it will move forward. It will move forward. Okay. Once they rejected, it will come to this particular part. Okay. So what can we make dynamic, Dikshit? I'm unmuting you. Yeah, I can understand now. Okay. If department head changes, that will cause issue, right?
Yes, yes, Uday.
Very good. Yeah. So instead of using these hard-coded ones, if the department head changes, the script will not be working again. That is the problem. So instead of that, we can make it dynamic using current dot variables dot department dot. We have to use dot working. Dot. Okay. So you can use everywhere the same. So department head field name is DEPT underscore head. Yes. So you have to consider this one you should consider as 1, 2, and 3. Else we have to write a query and glide record. We have to write a query using glide record. If it is more than 3, it is better to go for glide record. You have to query it using glide record. Okay. For now, we'll do that. Okay. Let me just go and let me just attach this. So, guys, once you are done, you have to publish the workflow. Once you are done, you have to publish the workflow. Once the workflow is published, you can attach this workflow to the catalog item. I'm going to the catalog item. In the catalog item, I'm just adding the workflow here in the process engine. Okay, resignation form workflow. Okay. So you can submit this form now. You can submit this form. Better opportunity. Yes. Okay. Requester has department. Requested by has department or not. We'll see first. System administrator has department or not. We'll see. Yeah, he belongs to sales department. So we'll go to this particular requested item. So it has sent an approval to department head, sales department head. Who is the sales department head? We'll see now here. Sales department head is Nelly. So Nelly has got the approval or not? Okay, you can show the workflow here. On the requested item, you can show the workflow here. So first of all, it has checked the requester has department or not. If it has department, then it is actually keeping the approval state as requested. You will be able to see the approval state. Approval state field is not appearing on the form. We'll have to add it on the form. Okay. And then it has sent an approval to the sales department head. So once the sales department head approved, and then you can see the workflow will be moving forward. The workflow will go to end activity. Now the workflow has ended. Okay. Likewise, the workflows will be running in the backend. You can create workflows on any table. So in the beginning, if you see, we were able to see the workflows on the change requests. And now we are able to see workflows on the requested items. You can create workflows on any table, but when you are actually creating a workflow for catalog items, you have to create workflow on the requested item table. Okay. So we'll continuing this workflow topic in tomorrow session. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We'll see you there tomorrow session. Anil, you're trying to speak something?
Yes, Uday, regarding yesterday's session,
Hmm.
actually, in the previous sessions, we have implemented one thing, right? Assignment to group. Suppose we have assigned to the two persons, assign it to, and assign it to the another person. We have implemented this functionality. We have to
Regarding
use
the reference call for.
yes, it's correct, Uday.